Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024, this amazing time in our lives. I'm super excited, super thrilled that you are here with us. So, I am Karena Calhoun for those of you who are new in the community. I am a life and business strategist specifically for introverted women entrepreneurs, online service based entrepreneurs. And I am really thrilled to be on this journey for you. And 2024, I do believe, is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be amazing. 2023 was absolutely great, absolutely wonderful, absolutely phenomenal. So it can only get better, right? So today, I'm not going to hold you, I'm not going to be in your way too long, but today I wanted to talk about something that just really has been catching my eye recently, and it is content creation, more so mapping, creating, and batching. And I want to talk about it from the standpoint of us introverts. And I want to remind you before we jump in, if you have a question, if you have a comment, anything of that nature, feel free to drop it in the comments. And please make sure if you're watching on social media that you do give us, give StreamYard permission to see your comment, because that's how they're going to show who you are. That's the only way I can see your name. So drop me a comment, drop me a question. That is absolutely 100% how we are able to keep this atmosphere really engaging, make sure any questions are being answered, things of that nature. So this training is really it's designed to empower introverts. Thank you. Hello, looking great. um Love your new look. Thank you so much. I cannot see who you are, but thank you so very much. I'm not sure I'm going to keep my hair curly. I do this sometimes when I don't really want to do the flat iron thing, but we'll see. We'll see. But thank you nonetheless. But this training, like I was saying, it's really designed to empower introverts, and it helps us to really begin to utilize our strengths to build a strong and authentic online presence. Um, and this is going to help us really enhance and increase our sales. So we're going to explore through these different trainings that we have. And keep in mind, I do have these trainings every Tuesday at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So keep that in mind. So we're going to explore these tailored strategies to develop your personal brand so that you're able to genuinely connect with your audience and create the brand that resonates with your audience. And this is going to ensure that you are really aligning seamlessly with your natural qualities, your natural personality as an introvert. So, again, I'm Karena Calhoun, and I'm super thrilled that you're here. So, we're going to just jump right in. Again, I don't want to keep you too long. Welcome again to today's training. And I've titled this training really What Was on My Heart. And that is how to map, create, and batch content the introvert's way. And what does that mean, Karena? What does the introvert's way mean? It means without the overwhelm. It means without the overwhelm. So we're going to jump right in. Again, all of these strategies, they're tailored specifically for us introverts. Okay. I have to keep prefacing that because I want you to understand that some of the things that you see out there is not necessary for us to do it that way. There are some things that we have to do, but not all of the things that you see out there. I personally, as an introvert, I deeply understand the challenges that we face when it comes to ensuring our voices are being heard in this online space. So today we're really going to unfold some layers of this content creation um, thing that we have going on. Hey, Halima, I don't know why it's not showing your name, but it's not showing your name. So let's dive right in. So there are, before we get into content mapping, creation, and batching, I want to let you know that there are some necessary steps prior to this these three that we have to take, but we'll get into that at a later date because these are the three things that I see right now that people are struggling with. I do see some other struggles and I know why those struggles are there, but we'll get into that later. So let's start with content mapping. What is content mapping, Karena? What do you mean when you say that? Content mapping is really a strategic approach where we align our content with the journey and the needs, the ideal needs of our audience. What our ideal audience needs, we map them. And this process helps to create a detailed buyer persona. And it helps you to really start understanding the different stages of your ideal client's journey with your brand, with who you are and what you offer. And so then this is going to help you to begin to align your content with, your business and your audience. And this is going to ensure that every piece of content that you have actually serves a specific purpose rather than just simply throwing something out there hoping it stick. I think in one of the posts I put, it's like spitting in the wind and then that spit coming back and hitting you in the face. And that really feels a lot of times like what's happening when we are creating content and just throwing it out there. Okay. Unfortunately, that is what it feels like. So want to move on a little bit to the content creation piece. So now that we have a very rudiment idea of the mapping as a guide, really, which is what it is, we can start generating ideas that resonate with our ideal audience and start producing them in various ways. Like you can do blogs, you can do videos, you can do podcasts, you can do social media posts, you can do so many different things. For us introverts, content creation, it can come with a challenge like low visibility. And this is not just introverts, but we experience the low visibility, and we become reluctant to a lot of different things. But remember, our goal is to make sales. Our goal is to attract clients. Our goal is to create a positive impact. So with our content map, we can create that content that is going to align with our ideal audience. It's going to be relevant. It's going to be engaging. Okay. And then finally, the third thing that I wanted to bring up is the batching. This is one that I see a lot of people are struggling with as well. And I won't say that folks are struggling with one more than the other. But right now, today, the batching today is what really got to me. Batching is a time management technique. And this is where you group together your completed content. You have dedicated time blocks for it. And how do you have advice for ADHD sufferers? I don't have advice for ADHD sufferers. I don't have ADHD. I'm not familiar with it. But if you are having issues with any of these, the content mapping, the content creation, the content batching, certainly I can help you with it if it aligns with what you are experiencing. So, really talking about the batching really is the thing for today. It really is the thing for today. Um, Batching, when it's done correctly, it can complement your spontaneity, if that makes sense. If you have bursts of inspiration when you're creating content or when you're just going along your day, you can absolutely do both at the same time. And I want it out. And the reason why I'm saying that, the reason why I'm putting that in there, so I'm not on social media a lot, but when I am, I like to scroll, but not for the same reasons some people scroll for. I like to scroll because I want to see what people are saying. And so, what I've seen a lot of folks saying specifically about bulk content creation is a lot of the same thing. So, here's a couple of things that I saw folks saying when it comes to bulk content creation. I want to post it all immediately. I get it. I get it. Um, I don't like to batch create. Sometimes I'm just not feeling a particular post at that particular time. I just post whatever I feel led and guided to post. I draft a masterpiece in real time. That way is better. I prefer posting as I'm inspired. I've tried to create content for weeks ahead. I love to post when I'm inspired and content is flowing out of me. I want to post it all. They're talking about batch creating. I want to post it all at one time. I get downloads of content ideas and then don't follow through. So these were just some of the comments that I saw as it relates to batch creating. So I want to tell you that, and then there was one other. They said if I don't post content immediately, then the ideas stop flowing and some things have to be posted at a specific time for a specific reason. So I just want to say this. While these are all feelings of, they're valid, they're absolutely 100% valid. There are ways to really blend the spontaneity of inspiration with the structured approach of batching. So you can batch your content, have it scheduled to post, however you do that, however that looks for you. But then if you get a spark to post something yourself, like independent of the content you've already created, have at it. But the one of the main reasons why you want to have the bulk batching is so that you're consistent. Your inspiration may not necessarily be consistent. That's a downfall for your visibility. It is 100% a downfall for your visibility. So I want you to really lean into batching your bulk content creation. And some of the reasons why this is so good, okay, is with this, you're able to create a foundation of content but you're also able to leave room for those spontaneous posts, like I said. You can, through bulk batch creation, you can align your brainstorming activities and create times for your content mapping, your content creation. And this is going to allow you to be inspirational. It's all about the strategy. It's all about the strategy. So I wanted to really bring this to the forefront because when it comes to content creation, these three things lead up to the main thing that you have to have for your visibility, which is being consistent. Now, I want to tell you that as introverts, our strengths really lie in our deep thoughtfulness. We don't need to be the loudest in the room by no stretch of the imagination. We need to be true to ourselves and to our audience. So that content mapping, that content creation, that content batching, these are all tools in your toolkit to help you do just that. So I want to encourage you, just start with having a clear map, creating content that aligns with your audience, and then batch efficiently. We can transform our workflow and then enhance our audience engagement by doing this. So hopefully this has been helpful for you, because being able to have this tool, have this idea of, I know that I'm going to have this already posted on this day at this time. Yeah, it may not resonate with you at the moment, but we're not creating content to resonate with us. We should be creating content to resonate with our audience. It may not feel inspiring to you, but it needs to be inspiring to your audience. Really insightful. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I want to encourage you to sit down and create your content mapping. Again, there are some steps that you've got to go through before that, and we can talk about that at a later date, later time. But really get your mapping together. You're going to look at who is your ideal audience? What is it that they want? What are their goals? What are their desires? What is it that they need to hear to be able to resonate with you? Those are the keys. You're taking them along a journey. Then when you've done that mapping, and I'm just kind of summing it up, when you've done that mapping, then you're going to do the content creation. That mapping is going to help you do that content creation so that you're not looking at a blank screen. You're not trying to figure out, what am I doing? You're not trying to figure out, what am I going to say today? And then when times get a little bleak, maybe there's a family situation that comes up. Maybe there's, maybe you want to take a vacation for 2 weeks. I don't know. Whatever it is that you've got going on, you can repurpose that content. These are ways to get us out of the overwhelm. Introverts, we think deeply. We're very thoughtful. We're deep thinkers. So as a deep thinker, begin to use that to your advantage. So I'm going to open up my calendar for 2024. If you need some additional assistance, guidance, you want to know more about Karena, how do I create this effective content mapping? How do I create this effective content creation? How do I create this effective content batching so that I can become visible to my ideal audience? Schedule a breakthrough call with me. I would love to chat with you so that we can get strategies, usable strategies for you to begin to be heard and seen by your ideal audience. And I'll make sure that the link, actually, Halima has dropped the link in the comments for the breakthrough call. Let's not do the same thing we did in 2023. If it didn't work, let's not do the same thing. Doing more posting is not beneficial if it didn't work. Doing more of something when the data proves that it's not beneficial does not work. Okay? Because I know some of us, I used to say, when I had this issue, I used to say, if I could, I'm just going to post more. I'm going to post more. I'm going to do more posts every day. I'm going to do a blog. I'm going to do a newsletter. I'm going to do a podcast. I'm going to do all of these different different avenues. I'm going to go down all of these different avenues, use all of these different vehicles. I'm going to do all of this. But can I tell you, if your content is not up to par, if it doesn't resonate with your ideal audience, then you're doing a whole lot of work, and that's why you are overwhelmed. So schedule a breakthrough call, come out of the overwhelm. Content creation, content mapping, creation, and batching does not mean you do more of. It means you become better at. It means you have strategy. Okay? So that is all I wanted to say today. I wanted to give you this quick, well, we're at almost 25 minutes, but nonetheless, schedule the breakthrough call. Let's get you up and running. Let's get you going so that you can come out of the overwhelm, because it is definitely time. Bye for now.